Welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be diving into some new makeup that I'm seeing come out on the market, but it doesn't feel so new. A lot of it is making me think, wait, don't I already have that? Or something like that. Some of the makeup that I'm seeing come out right now is kind of reminding me of a few things that I have in my collection, so I don't feel trigger happy to just throw my money out at that new product because I kind of have something like it, and you know how I feel about using and appreciating what is in my makeup collection. As much as I love diving into new products, I also really try to keep in mind, what do I have, what do I love, what do I use, and what do I not use? So since some of these are feeling repetitive for me, like wait, don't I already have that? I am definitely not going to be purchasing some of these, but I thought I would just bring them up because I don't think they're dupes, but I do think that we're kind of starting to see a repeat of styles of makeup and things that have already come out not that long ago, really. It was actually an eyeshadow palette that really triggered the thought of this new video for me, because there is a new palette out from a company that I am unfamiliar with, so please enlighten me if this is a brand that you are familiar with, but it is called Ditto Cosmetics. It came out with a Galaxy Shade palette. It has 18 shades, matte and shimmer, and just looking at this palette, I was like, oh my gosh. When I first saw the picture, I wasn't sure who it all was from, but I thought it was the Galaxy Chic palette from BH Cosmetics. This made the rounds on YouTube, I don't know, like what, 3 years ago or something, and I had purchased this before I even had a channel, and it is that Galaxy palette. It is very lightweight, great mirror in it for travel, but it has a lot of beautiful shades that look like the Galaxy. We've got a lot of variations, a lot of that marbled effect in here, so you get multiple shades in one color. So what was really fascinating to me is I thought maybe BH Cosmetics did another palette like this, and I was like, oh cool. And then I saw it was a totally different brand that I had never heard of. And now that I'm looking at it a little closer, the bigger palette there, it's not the Ditto Galaxy Shade palette. It's not an exact dupe, but it is like crazy close, and that's why I kind of thought, oh, BH Cosmetics is reviving it, maybe giving it a little bit of a facelift for, you know, today's styles and trends. But no, it's a totally different brand. That's what kind of kicked off this idea for this video. Do you kind of get the vibe that I'm getting though? I'm like, wait, I already have that. Since I am very unfamiliar with this brand, I'm gonna dive into the comments and see what people are saying about this. And I wonder if anybody else recognizes the same thing I do. Oh, see, that's so fascinating. So, okay, this is an older palette from BH Cosmetics, but somebody said these look absolutely amazing and so creative. I already have something like this from years ago, so I mean it is creative, but at the same time I thought it was this. Okay, so Bedroom Walls commented on here and said, I thought this was a BH Cosmetics palette. Yeah, exactly my thoughts. Thank you for feeling me on that. Alex_PCFF said, this reminds me a lot of the BH Cosmetics Galaxy palette, and that has 280 likes. It was 279, but I just liked it because I agree. So it's 280 likes on her comment. So yeah, I already have this. I don't need to buy it again. This is an OG palette that I've had for a while, and I still really like it, but you know, I haven't reached for it in a while. Now I kind of want to. The next thing that I'm going to be talking about really tempted me. I cannot even lie, because it is from a brand that I adore and love, and it is Colourpop Cosmetics. Now, I'm sure that the product I'm about to talk about is different from the one that I have in my collection, but because I feel like I already have one that I don't really use a lot, I do not need a duplicate product in my collection. It is the Soul Body Glow from Colourpop. Everyone was really raving about these when they were first coming out because people were so excited for it. But as many of you know from Boxy Luxe, it was Boxy Luxe, I got the Sol de Janeiro Sunset Glow Oil, and I really only use this on the occasion, on my body, on my legs, on my shoulders, whatever. So I don't really have a need for this one, but the reason this one was totally tempting me was because it has a pump. And you guys know that that is the one big complaint I do have about this, is it is not a pump, it is a pour, and I am a messy girl. So I did stop and go, ooh, that looks really cool. I would love that for just a little bit of body illumination, a little bit of glow from within. But then I was like, Nichole, you already have one that you don't use. So just because it has a pump doesn't mean you couldn't add a pump to this one. Like, stop it. So that's why, even though that is really cool and I love that brand, I was like, wait, I already have this, so I don't need to buy it. Do you kind of see where I'm going with this video right now? I'm talking myself out of things that clearly appeal to me because I already own it. So I'm trying to be more mindful about what am I bringing into my collection, because if I already have it or a version of it, I don't need to. At least I don't. Maybe you do. The next product that caught my eye, but it caught my eye because it's something I gravitate to and kind of already have in my collection, is an actual BH Cosmetics product. I thought the palette was BH Cosmetics, but it wasn't. But now this is from BH Cosmetics, and I do believe it is newer to their line. It is the BH Cosmetics Brow Duos. These are new to their line. They are brow powders, a compact mirror featuring 2 shades, 1 light and 1 dark. They can be applied individually or blended for a perfect personalization of brow color to transform your look in seconds. And you guys know I do enjoy having multiple colors in my brow game because I got a lot of different colors in my hair. So I already feel like I was really drawn to this. And how much is this baby? This is $9, so I was already pretty intrigued. 1, because I like BH Cosmetics. 2, the price seemed really reasonable to try something new. But then I stopped myself. I was like, wait, let's review your eyebrow game going on right now, Nichole. First of all, I feel like this eyebrow today is really sassy, so don't even look at this one today. Just pretend this one's not here. I feel like this one today did yoga, it went to the grocery store, it ate healthy. This one, you know, had potato chips on the couch all day. Oof. My brow collection is pretty serious. I have a ton of pencils, but this wasn't a pencil, which is why I think it, you know, kind of drew me in. But you guys know I have been obsessed with my iconic London Brow Sculpt, what is this whole thing called? Sculpt Boost Eyebrow Cushion. I still love this. It is in duo colors here. I've got a darker brown and a lighter brown in there. I don't know if you could totally see that there, but this does have options. But not only do I have this plus a backup of it, I also today used my Brow Gal by Tanya Crook's brow powders that have 3 different shades in them. So I was like, okay, you already have 3 right here, Nichole. You don't need another 2. And then on top of it, I have a product that I still have in my collection fresh that I used to love, but I haven't reached for it in a long time. It is the e.l.f. Gel and Powder Eyebrow Kit in dark. I used to use this all the time when I started my channel, and I got so many compliments on my brows even before the Instagram brow became a thing. This was what I was using, so I had a backup when I was starting to get other things to try. So I feel like I have so many brow things that are similar to that I was like, no, you don't need that. You already have that in some capacity, Nichole. Take it down. Take a breath. Get a drink. Calm down. Calm down. Colourpop is one of my favorite brands. I have said it from the beginning of my channel, it seems. I love them. They're inexpensive but quality products. I think they are fantastic, and that's why every time they have a new palette, I have to look at it. I have to really decide, do I want it? And this palette crossed my path like, what, a couple of weeks ago? I think I touched on it in another video because it was so similar to something else. This is the X's and O's palette from Colourpop, and I did bring this up in another video where I was comparing it to what I kind of had in my collection, and that was another reason that made me go, oh my gosh, I already have that. So this palette, the X's and O's, seems like it is like if 2 of the Colourpop palettes had a baby. The 2 that I have in my collection from Colourpop right here are the You Had Me at Hello palette and the Element of Surprise palette. These are beautiful, warm palettes. I love a good warm eye look. You guys know that, which is probably why it spoke to me, that X's and O's palette. But again, as I dissect what I have in my collection, I was like, okay, it doesn't make sense to purchase another one that's kind of a baby of multiple palettes. It's kind of a hybrid of which ones. Some people say it was like the Femme Rosa palette and the You Had Me at Hello, but I can even see a little bit of similarities with the Element of Surprise palette as well. But even if we just want to go outside the realm of Colourpop, I also have a lot of those warm tones in my Modern Renaissance palette. This one, beautiful, great quality formula of the shadows too. This is my Crown and Fuego palette. This one has a lot of warm tones to it, some shimmer, some matte. So as I kind of go through a lot in my collection, I'm just like, I don't need that, even though it did stop me in my tracks. It did make me go, ooh, that's really pretty, and I love Colourpop. The reason I thought of that, because I already technically have it in a way, so I was trying to be way more mindful, even though it's an inexpensive palette, which is why it's so much easier to just be like, yeah, but I feel like a collector for Colourpop. Bring it down, Nichole. Bring it down. Guys, these are just a few of the products that are coming out that I've been seeing recently that make me stop in my tracks because it's such a piece of makeup that I would enjoy, or at least in my mind I think I would, and then I have to go, wait, Nichole, you already have that, or you have something very similar. So let's keep our collection here curated, let's keep it organized, and that's kind of a fun way to do a little bit of an anti-haul. Although I do think I'm going to do an anti-haul video very soon anyway, because there's a lot of stuff coming out, high-end stuff and some affordable stuff that is just really, like, at some point I'm like, maybe, and then I'm like, no, I don't like that formula, or I don't like the way that applies, or I've not had good experience with certain brands. So I think an anti-haul is coming, but I really wanted to sit down and do this video with you because I think you guys know, and some of you have said you're similar to me, I tend to gravitate to things that I know I'm gonna enjoy because I'm like, oh, that's just a little different in this tone or this shade. And sometimes that is true. I'm guilty of that. But there are so many things that are coming out that I need to be mindful. How can I keep my collection curated, organized, and concise? And it is by going through my collection when I see something that I'm like, oh, I'm getting finger twitchy. I want to go buy that. I want to just hit press buy now. I stop, I come into my beauty space and I go, oh, you do already have this palette, or very similar to. Yeah, it's a little different on there, but I'm telling you, marketing can sell me sometimes. You're like a Galaxy palette and I'm like, oh, yes, please. Oh wait, I already have something like that. Oh, a warm palette? I'm intrigued. Wait, I already have something like that too. It's good to kind of remind yourself what you have so you don't over purchase and then just have to declutter. Again, I know you see a ton of content creators out here on this platform just kind of taking in PR and buying all the things, and then they kind of show you how things are duping. I have to sometimes just stop myself and be like, no, let's not get to that point. Let's see what you have in your collection and be particular. You know what I mean? Like, let the makeup come to you. You don't need to go to all the makeup, although sometimes we want to. Guys, thank you so much for watching. And if you happen to be new to my crazy little channel, hi new friends. I hope you take a quick moment to hit that subscribe button down below to see all of the fun, loud, weird, unique videos I do every single week. Bye friends.